Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Maverick and we are back with another Draft Glory. Now if you haven't checked out the previous episode, you know how it goes by now. Go check it out. It was a banger and we managed to pack a massive player, or massive players should I say. We got a lot of profit in the previous one, so go check it out. Now this one is a little bit of a challenge because you should have checked the previous video out, so I'm going to try not spoil it. At the moment we have won a lot of drafts. So what I've decided to do is ask you guys for some challenges. Now what you have gone for in this one is, a few of you mentioned the lowest star weak foot, the highest weak foot, the best beard and things like that. So they are going to be put on the list to be done as well. But what I'm going to go for in this episode is the highest possible foot draft. So irrelevant of anything, chemistry, anything like that, the highest rated that pops up in that selection is the one I'm going to pick. It's going to be a load of fun. It's going to be interesting. Coin wise, we're at 136,000 coins and I don't think everything has quite sold. I think there are a few things still left on the transfer market. Let's just have a quick look. There is still the one to watch as well. Let's compare his price. 29,000. He's dropped massively. Do you know what? I'm just going to stick him up for that. Let's see what he ends on and let's get him gone. So basically what I'm thinking, we're gonna have around 150k, so we've got 10 drafts available to be done minimum, and that's not including anything we pack from now on, which, as I know, my pack luck hasn't been great, or hasn't been great for months anyway, but it seemed to have turned around last episode, so hopefully it can continue on that corner and keep on turning around, and we're going to pack some massive players from now on. That being said, like I said, this one is all about the highest rated players in any position. So we will go for the formation up first. 4-3-1-2 served me really well, and the last one 4-1-2-1-2 wide. Not a massive fan of that. So I'm going to go for what served me really well in the last draft. And as I said, the highest rate that pops up, irrelevant of anything, is the one that's selected. Straight away it's killed us. David Silva, 87 rated. Of all of the ones there, he's not the one I wanted to pick, but we carry on. Striker, 90. Nothing beats 90. So we have got Filippo Inzaghi, who is an icon. I'd prefer a Lukaku. I'd actually prefer a Kane. I'd even prefer the lowest rated in Rashford. So maybe the next one is the lowest rated foot draft. But we're going to go for Inzaghi in this situation. He is 90 rated. So it does get us some chemistry as well, which is a good start. Then we get 87, 92 Aguero. That works out amazingly well, of course, because then he goes with David Silva, he goes with Inzaghi, and he's amazing. So we're going to go for 92 Aguero in that position. In the centre midfield, we have gone for 89 Paul Pogba. Do you know what? This is actually working out really well so far. Carry on, please. Just carry on like that. And we've got another massive selection. 86 rated, so we can go for Cesc Fabregas or we can go for Isco. I'm going to go for Cesc Fabregas because he goes very well with David Silva. So if we chuck him there, that gets very strong links, and it's looking very nice already. Let's hope that it continues along those lines. 87 is not going to be beaten. Obviously Herrera would have been the best to take there, but we go for James Rodriguez. I'm going to swap him over to that side. That actually does get us some form of chem. So left back, an Alaba would be amazing here. We don't get an Alaba. We do get Kolasinac, who is 80 rated. Causes a bit of a problem, but not a massive one. Let's hope that the centre back is also an icon. It's not, so it's 84 Manolas. This is where chemistry is starting to go a little bit crazy. 83, 88 Bonucci. Bailey's there. He would have been so good. Even Matip, maybe even Rojo, but we go for Bonucci, of course. He's one to watch, who does get chemistry with Manolas, so not the complete end of the world. Now right back we go for Valencia. That's an incredible choice as well. I'm happy with that. I will definitely take that. And in goal, we go for 80 rated being the highest, but he does get chemistry. Do you know, 87 rating, 89 chemistry for what is literally just picked on rating is not bad. Maybe the rest of our drafts have to be selected this way from now on. Maybe that is the case, but we continue on. 82, 83, 84 in Horn, so we're going to have to go him. 82 Is that the highest? Okay, 82 is the highest. We carry on. 84 Benatia. That's not actually that helpful. Doesn't really change chemistry anywhere, but obviously he is the highest rated, so he's the one selected. Here is a massive player, Eden Hazard, 92 rated. Unbelievable scenes. I'm absolutely taking him, and I'm very, very happy that I am. We do obviously go on, and it is 82 rated in Acosta. Acosta in Costa. It sounded like I said Acosta there. But we carry on. A 99 Ronaldo at some point would be lovely. Oh, I really wanted Gabriel Jesus. I thought he was going to be joint highest there with Aduriz. Then Sanchez pops up at the last minute, so we're going to go Sanchez, of course. Please, a 99 Ronaldo at any point would be really great. Mbappe is 86 rated, so he gets himself in the team as well. 85 Insigne gets himself in the team there. It really is looking... I was about to say it's looking good, but I'm just going to zip it for now because it seems to have hurt me a little bit there. Guzan, because he's the only one I actually know about. Of course, previous Aston Villa goalkeeper. And then we have Valbuena, who sneaks in there with an 81 rating. The final two have to be big. 87 Isco gets himself in the team. And finally, it's no Messi, it's no Ronaldo. We do go 76, in fact, in the left back. So, team-wise, this is what we're working with. I think I'm going to put Hazard in there. That's a much better option. I think I'm not going to switch those two around because that messes up the chemistry. And then if I put him there, does that get... That does get more chem there, 87. They are the same rating, so that's not technically cheating moving them around or moving them about. But Natia in there doesn't really help. We have no one else that can really help us or get us a higher rating. Not the worst I've ever seen. Honestly, not the worst draft I've ever seen. Works out quite nicely down that right hand side. The left hand side is a little bit weaker, but team wise it's actually not a bad draft. I would take all of that, and I think we could do fairly well. We could actually do fairly well. Inzaghi's fairly slow, and I haven't used him much, so I can't really talk about him. But it looks like it's a decent draft. A Premier League manager here or a Calcio A would help us out. We don't get either. Argentinian doesn't help us out. Colombian definitely doesn't. Spanish does, but I think oh no, one of them's on 9, so Spanish potentially is the best option and best choice we have got there. It is. So we're just going to go Spanish because he's the only one that gives at least one person some chemistry. Overall, we have got ourselves 100 team chemistry and 87 rated. So we have got a 187. I think that is the highest, or definitely one of the highest drafts we've actually had. So we're doing the highest draft challenge, and we have got one of the highest drafts we've ever got. Can't really complain about that. I'll actually take that. Can we go on to win this draft as well? That is the question. We are doing the challenges to make it that little bit harder. Can I go on and win this draft as well? It remains to be seen, and we will find out in a second. Let's go into match number 1, and let's see who my opponent has. Team number 1, he has got striker Ronaldo. He's got Budabuz, Haji, Maita, I think the CDM is called, Varane, Evra. But one player I'm going to point out is Gylfi Sigurdsson. Now note, he is on probably 6 chemistry, and later on in this game you'll understand why I've mentioned that. But we go in early doors, Inzaghi into Hazard, Hazard into Aguero, nice little finish, 1-0, 8 minutes gone, a solid fast start to the game, and Aguero did very, very well. The interplay was very, very good between them two there. And into the second goal, Silva plays the ball into Inzaghi, who again has good link-up play with Aguero. Aguero waits for the run. I get a little bit fortunate here, and Pogba hits a very good shot with his left foot. 16 minutes gone, 2-0. Now from here, this is where things get very, very interesting, because for some reason I cannot score. Inzaghi runs in, I low drive it, left foot across goal, directly at ter Stegen. I try and pass it back, it doesn't quite get there. Inzaghi's dribbling isn't very good. And then here, I pressure him fast, I get the ball back, I nick it back, Pogba goes forward, I do him with a heel to heel, I get advantage, should I say. We continue, Inzaghi goes in on goal, That's a penalty. That's an absolute stonewall penalty. It should be 4-0 by this point already. Fabregas goes in. Inzaghi goes in again. Fabregas can't quite get there. He's got the last minute block. We go in on goal again. Hazard into Inzaghi. Inzaghi into Aguero. Aguero back to Inzaghi. Double tapped it. But again, the low driven bug does not register it, so it flies over. This should be 5-0 by this point, in my opinion. But for whatever reason, it doesn't happen on this occasion. He's got the ball with Valencia. He's going forward here into Mustafi, who's a centre-back, by the way, who I think he's playing in cam. Look at the dribbling on that for a centre-back. Hadji, awful shot, hits the post. I tried to clear it. I give it away. Hits a shot, goes across goal, and look at that. Look at that for a goal to concede. That is an absolute mess. Why the keeper's not holding what is one of the softest shots in the world, I will never understand. But we go in again, and I've read the pass, and the touch gives him the possession back. He runs in, Gylfi Sigurdsson, off chem, goes, hits it across goal, 2-2. So two awful, awful goals to concede that there's not a lot you can do about. But this is the way the game went. Look, I read the pass, it doesn't work. He still gets the shot. That was constantly happening throughout the game, which is why I'm continuing things like this. But this is completely my fault. Hands up, I shouldn't have passed it that early. I gave him a goal here. Gylfi Sigurdsson, once again with the low-driven finish, 3-2 in the 64th minute. It should be about 6-3 at this point, but he throws it in. Pogba loses the header, and Gylfi Sigurdsson smashes in a hat-trick. As I said, that Sigurdsson is off chem. He scored a hat-trick. I just don't understand this game sometimes. I really, really don't. So the highest rated team we have had, highest chemistry, highest rating, as I literally just said, lowest finish. Look, things have gone so well so far for this whole draft that I'm actually I'm not going to complain about it. Some of the goals conceded were, I don't understand it. I sliced them open in the first half multiple times, and my shots were dragging wide, and the keeper was saving everything. Then I gave away a few stupid goals. They were my mistake, especially the short pass from the goalkeeper. It was kind of silly, but I also feel I got the bad rub of the green for the first time in a while. So like I said, I can't really complain too much about it. I'm going to get over it very, very quickly. Lost 4-2 in the first round, which means that packs, I wouldn't hold your breath about. 2 gold packs and 1 silver players pack. Let's open the silver players pack first. It's not really, as I said, going to produce anything amazing or useful for us. Let's be honest about it. But some of the items could sell for some coins at least. So I'm going to chuck all of these onto the transfer list and just see what we can do with them. Gold pack number 1. Imagine I packed the best player that I've packed this entire series from going out in the first round, and it wasn't likely in this pack, and it's definitely not likely in the next pack either. Coco, 88 pace though, he is pretty quick. He may sell for some form of coins. So chuck them on the transfer list. The rest can go in my club for a rainy day. I don't know what my stadium is. King Abdullah Sports City. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's change the stadium up just a little bit. Next gold pack, again, like I said, I'm not going to hold my breath about it. And that's the reason why. We have got a rare player at least. It is going to be... I pack him so many times and I can't pronounce his name. 81 rated Bundesliga goalkeeper. I have seen him a lot. I have seen him a lot. They can go to the transfer list. The rest, of course, can go to the club. That's a nice kit. That's a nice kit as well, so they can go in the club. That is where we're going to leave this episode, obviously. We are waiting, or we are or have got a buffer of coins. And we have got the ability to play around a little bit more. Maybe the next one should be, I don't know, the lowest rated draft on FIFA ever. I don't know, something like that. We'll see how low we can potentially get it, because the highest definitely didn't work out for us. And I don't know, it seems to be that the worse the teams are, the better I perform in draft. Is that handicap? Is that another reason? Is it placebo? Is it because I play relaxed and calm because I know there's nothing to worry about? I know there's nothing to fear. If I win or lose, it's kind of expected or not expected. I don't know. There's all sorts of reasons that come into FIFA wins and FIFA losses that potentially we'll never be able to explain. But guys, that is going to end it for this episode. Hopefully you did enjoy this challenge. do let me know, and you're going to have to tweet me because comments are going to be disabled for this video, but you're going to have to tweet me any other suggestions you want me to do for teams, because I'm going to go through the other suggestions on the previous video. But smash a like on this, subscribe if you are new and haven't joined the Wolf Pack already. It's been your boy Maverick, and until tomorrow morning at 8 AM, I am out.